Hey, it's just a quick video today. I thought I would mix it up and get away from DFO for a bit. There's actually some exciting things have happened. There was a big TGS event for PSO, I think yesterday. I didn't even know it was going on. I went on bump.org and I pretty much caught the clip notes for it. Looks like I'll be playing this more as things progress. They're actually changing one of the things that I can't stand about this game, which is... where is it? I haven't played this in a while. The rings. The rings are actually really good for fighter because all three of the fighter exclusive rings have really great abilities, but you can't switch through them. It seems like there's going to be 12-star armor that you can equip like these, where you can put rings on them, and you can actually buy the rings too. So you don't have to go through the shitty mobile shovelware system to get rings anymore. I imagine at least on this ship where the economy is so bad that they're not going to be cheap for the good ones, but it'll be pretty cool. You can get a 12-star set and then put left-hand rings in them and get your abilities that way. So that's going to make this class even more fun to play. Normally the meta for the fighter is you have your whirlwind ring at plus 20 because at that point it will proc the whirlwind every time you use a move 100% of the time. So for crowd clearing and stuff, this is like the best thing to have. Some people switch it out for bosses, but it's kind of annoying to have to do that. So it's going to be nice to be able to have the the twin dagger chase and the knuckle chase one on one build at the same time. Now, if you catch my stream yesterday, I crafted or I earned the first daggers of Seraphi. I will have to get 3 more of these to get it to 60 elements, so I'll be playing this a lot. Maybe not a lot, but at least 2 or 3 times throughout the week. There's not really a whole lot else going on right now. It seems like what they're trying to do is very similar to what's going on in DFO, where they have all these events, kind of, the whole purpose is to get people stronger so that they can make harder content, which has been a very huge complaint with this game, myself included for a while, is that you can make all this crazy gear and stuff, but all it really does is it just increases your clear time. There's nothing really difficult per se in this game. The only time it really matters is if you're doing something like Profound Darkness, where you want to do it on multiple characters or multiple ships to get all the stones and stuff so that you can craft an austere weapon. Sometimes you get a crappy party, it takes like twice as long as anyone else, but other than that, it doesn't really seem to matter that much. So maybe when the Ultimate Amdusia quest comes out, maybe that will kind of change this game towards having harder content. I hope it does not get too gimmicky. I like how this game, at least the way it is now, you can just get stuff just for play. They have events all the time with the collection file where you can get a pretty decent weapon. Some of them are on par with like the best weapons on the game if you optimize them properly or affix them properly. You can just get them from just playing, which is such a stark contrast from DFO, where like almost everything is RNG. I actually got a legendary spear on DFO yesterday, or not spear but lance, and it ended up not being much better than what I had, but it's kind of cool to actually get something decent in that game because I've never actually had that happen on a character that can actually use it. So I'll be playing this a little bit more. I also wanted to announce that I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I'll try to do it today at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm not sure what game I'm going to be playing. I also bought Basar 4 Sumeragi on PS4 in preparation for my trip in a few weeks because I don't have my PS3 controller or my cable, and I travel with a big backpack, but it's not big enough to carry like all that stuff at once. Like I can fit my PS4, my clothes, my hygiene products, all the cables for my videos, controllers, and food and stuff like that. That's like all I can fit in there. So I went ahead and got that. Apparently I have to start over because I didn't transfer my save, and I believe I deleted Vanilla Basar 4 off my PS3. I might get someone to convert my save, but that'll be something fun to do, especially since they have the 60 FPS streaming on the built-in PS4. So maybe I'll be doing that while I'm on vacation. I wanted to apologize for all the lackluster content. I've actually been feeling quite a bit better the past few days. I talked to a friend who went through pretty much the exact same thing that I did, like all the anxiety symptoms and stuff, and he told me basically what I already thought but I wasn't sure of, is that since I got the blood test done and everything was fine, it's just my anxiety and my stress levels, and I've got a bunch of plans that I'm going to be working on. Right now I can't do much about it because I'm pretty much broke, but starting from the trip, when I go on the trip, I'll be trying some new things to try to lower my stress level. I think being around my friends will help too. But the cliff notes is, the TLDR is that I'm basically fine. The pains that I have are just caused by my stress and my anxiety. It's very common for people under a lot of stress. I've had a lot of that this year. I think I will be fine. At the same time, I do need to watch my stress level, so if things are not, as quote-unquote high level as you're used to, that's why. I do need to watch my stress levels. It puts me in physical pain when I'm stressed right now. I do have to watch that. I am fine, since I got the blood test. I talked to a friend. He actually told me a medication that might help. I'm going to try my natural methods first, and if that doesn't work, then I've got a pretty good backup plan. So I'll be back to 100% pretty quick. I'd say I'm at like 75 or 80%. I imagine I'm going to get a pretty big boost when I'm with my friends. They'll be able to help me out too. In terms of next month's game, I really don't know of anything that's coming out. I'm kind of glad that I got really occupied with DFO, because there's just like, I don't think there's anything coming out until the end of the year that I'm really interested in getting. Fate Extella actually looks pretty cool, but I'm kind of waiting until I hear back from Play Asia. They have still not talked to me yet. I don't know if I have the full partnership or not. That's been definitely a big part of my stress and anxiety. But obviously there's absolutely nothing I can do about that. I have to wait until they respond, for better or for worse, if they tell me that I'm a full partner or not. If I am, then that'll probably be the next game that I order from them. I saw some footage of it and it looks pretty cool. One thing I'm worried about is like all the official trailers for that game have been blocked by I guess the owner company or the parent company. So I don't know. If I do get that game, I'm probably not going to get it on day one. I want to see if people are getting copyright claimed and stuff like that, because it's not going to do me much good to get it if I'm just going to get copyright claimed. And I won't even care, if I get the Play Asia partnership, then they'll be helping me to get the game. But at the same time, I don't want to work my ass off on a game if everything's going to get claimed. So I'm kind of watching that closely. That is the next thing that I'm interested in. Luckily, I still have Tales of Zestiria and God Eater, which I got last month, or I got God Eater this month, and I think Zestiria at the beginning of this month too. I've got those. I don't even know if I'll like Zestiria. I'm obviously enjoying God Eater. I just haven't had much time for it. But DFO is kind of in a dry spell right now. I've really only been logging on to do my dailies, which takes like barely half an hour, and then just idling for the 200-hour Gracia set piece, which I have mostly been doing at night now, or when I'm out, like when I go to the park or go do errands and stuff like that. I think I've still got like 80 hours of idling to go. And then after that, I'm probably not going to be playing it much at all. Now I can show you the client order here for the Daggers of Seraphi. Now I actually played quite a bit of Phantasy Star Universe back at the beginning of the 360 era, so it's kind of cool to see Ethan and Karen again, talk to them. And it's on a timer. I think you have to wait like two or 3 days. But at that point, you can just do this. I think it took me like maybe 10-15 minutes to do this, and that was with being incredibly rusty. You saw me unlock it yesterday on the VOD. So I have to do this 3 more times to get to the 60 element, and then I'll probably be done with this game until Ultimate Amdusha comes out. It seems kind of pointless to put any more time into my armor when they're going to be putting out 12-star units. They have not said how you unlock them yet, so I don't know if it's going to be RNG or if you'll be able to craft them. I hope that it'll be one or the other or both. If it's just RNG, then I don't know how much I'll care. But yeah, that's what's going on. I will be playing this at least twice throughout the week to get another pair of these. I need to get 3 more pairs, like I said, so it'll take another week and a half to do it. And the event expires in a month, so I need to make sure that I keep on top of that. I actually updated my PS4 version so that I can play at my friend's house if I don't get it done by then. So after I finish this, I'll be doing my DFO dailies, and then probably God Eater. That's what's going to be going on for now, along with just random Masara stuff. What I would like to ask you guys is if anyone would be interested in backing me on Patreon and or GameWisp if I had more incentives. I obviously have not put much time into my Patreon because I've just had so many problems. I had all the computer problems, and now I've had all this personal stuff going on with my stress levels and things like that. I just haven't been able to devote as much dedication and effort as I would like. But if people would be interested in backing me on Patreon, it would definitely help a lot so I could get upgrades. Right now, the thing I would like to get the most is a internal capture card. Because right now, I'm using an external that I'm not sure what's wrong with it, but I had to put it down. I had to put the PS4 down to 720p to get it to pick up at all. Whereas on my previous setup, with my old motherboard and CPU, it ran at 1080, which I really don't care that much. I can't really tell the difference between 720 and 1080, but I don't want to be in a situation where I don't have a capture card at all. So that's like the only thing I really need to fund right now. I'm kind of holding off on taking funding for games right now, simply because I might get the PlayAsia partnership still. They did fund Basara Yukimura Den for me. I don't know if I will be getting any more funding or assistance from them at all. I'm kind of holding off on getting funding for games at all until I find out what the verdict is from them. But if you guys would be interested in backing me on Patreon and you have a good idea for an incentive, you can go ahead and let me know, and I'll work on that during this dry period, since I'm honestly not doing a whole lot right now. I'm going to be doing the dailies for this, or I guess the bi-weekly or twice a week events on this, and then my DFO stuff, and then the rest is just going to be random games like God Eater and stuff like that. So let me know. I'll go ahead and post my Patreon in the description. It looks like I might be able to get a capture card from a friend, which would be more than good enough for me, because I don't really care about doing 1080p 60 FPS. I'm sure you know that's pretty much the epitome of clickbait right now. Most people they consume video media on their phones, and most phones are not 1080p. So I stick with 720p 60 because I know probably a lot of you guys watch my content on your phones when you're away from home. I'd actually be curious to see when and where you guys watch my content. But I will talk to him about that. That's pretty much the only thing I need right now. I've got pretty much everything else squared away. I have a bunch of Amazon credits, so I might get some games with that too. Anyway, that's what's going on. Thanks for bearing with me. The past day, I felt significantly better because I talked to a friend and he gave me a lot of confidence that everything's okay. I'm just going through a lot of stress and anxiety, and like he said, even though the doctor that I had, I didn't really feel too comfortable with him. At the same time, the blood test doesn't lie, and it would have found anything major. So I just need to chill the fuck out, basically. And that's what I'm going to be doing at the beginning of the month. Next month, I have to talk to my behavioral health doctor on the 31st, and then after that, I'm free for all of October. So I'll let you guys know what the plan is going to be for the vacation. But from what I understand, one of the roommates there, CJ, he has upgraded his computer, so I'll be able to play pretty much everything. He had a pretty similar build to what I had before, so I will still be producing content over there. It just may or may not be limited to when he needs to use a computer and stuff like that. Anyway, my Patreon's in the description. If you have any good ideas for incentives that I could use, to encourage people to back more so that maybe getting a capture card and stuff like that won't be so difficult, then go ahead and let me know in the comments. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.